thought about a Foodsaver, you've tuned into QVC for the right day, because today is one of the most affordable versions of one of the most sought after versions of the Foodsaver that we've ever offered. This is our vertical design. This is the lowest price we've ever offered on a vertical design Foodsaver. It's a 2-speed vacuum sealer. We're giving you accessories that are really meaningful, not just single rolls, but rolls, bags. We're giving you containers, which we haven't included with the Foodsaver in quite a while. So this is something that's going to go with your gentle foods. You can do bakery items. You can do, of course, your meats, your fish, all kinds of things. Carolyn Gracie was talking earlier about, for those of you who buy the refrigerated dog food and you need to keep that fresh, use after use after use, the Foodsaver is great for that too. I was just saying a moment ago, I feel like this should be called the Food and Money Saver, because this really is something that not only is going to keep your food fresher so that you can enjoy it whenever you want to without worry of it spoiling, but over the long term, and Jan Muller will speak to this in just a few minutes, this will save you money. You're buying in bulk, so the cost per pound is less. But how do you keep it fresh so that it's not freezer burned when you're ready to use it? If you vacuum pack it the Foodsaver way, you'll never have those worries of freezer burn. You'll never have those worries of moldy cheese. You're repackaging foods the way they're initially packaged for the grocery stores, so freshness is always going to be top rate with your Foodsaver. Great colors here, many of them exclusive to QVC. I can tell you the slate has been really popular today. That would be my favorite. You know, great in a white and gray kitchen, great in a stainless steel kitchen. The eggplant also really popular today, gorgeous color. We have it for you in that cobalt blue. A lot of you decorate your kitchens in blue. Red's always a really popular color in the kitchen. We have cinnamon, because we know many of you do the cinnamon tones for your Keurig and your KitchenAid and your Vitamix. And then up here, of course, we have it for you in black. Here's the total offer that we're bringing you. As I said, this vertical design is the most highly requested, and it's usually considered the premier model from Foodsaver. This is the lowest price we've ever offered this model. But in addition to that, we're also giving you multiple rolls of your Foodsaver bags. These are the ones that you can customize to cut to size. We're giving you gallon bags, we're giving you quart bags, and we're giving you 3 containers. We haven't included containers in quite a while with one of our Foodsavers, and I always felt like that's the one thing I wish they would. So I'm so glad you're getting 3 of those, and we'll talk about why that's so great to save leftovers and things. All of this for 3 payments of $29.92. This Foodsaver at retail with just 1 roll of the cut to size bags, $106. And then it's $30 more to get those deli containers, the quart bags, and the additional roll. That brings the total value to $136, but not at QVC. That's why it's a today's special value. $89.76. Jen Muller has been bringing Foodsaver to QVC for over 20 years.
23 years.
I was going to say, as long as I've been here, which is 21. Is it the first product?
First one. It sold for over $200.
I was just going to say, and I can remember when I was a new host here, this item called Foodsaver was a couple $100.
Yes.
And I was like, well, I get the concept, but I don't know if I can afford that.
Right.
To get even better technology, more features, redesigned, $89. Did you ever think you'd see it?
No.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Nice to see you, by the way. Yeah.
Yes, you too.
Always a pleasure.
That's why it's been so successful today already.
Yeah, and you show the cans why, because all of you were just, as Jan and I were talking, you just saw how these cans were crushed down. What's the point of that?
Well, the point is this. There's a lot of machines out there since the Foodsaver was invented in 1986 that claim to do the same thing. Okay, they say we do a commercial quality vacuum pack, we pull all the air out. They don't. And this is what I use to show and prove to everyone that this machine, every single Foodsaver, has a vacuum pump that produces a commercial quality vacuum pack. Now, why is that important? Why do you need the commercial quality vacuum pack? Because air is the enemy of food.
Right.
You leave in a little bit of air, I don't care how much little, it's going to ruin the food and spoil it.
Right.
So when you get a commercial quality vacuum pack, now you can do things like this. Look at this. Unfortunately, this steak is no longer edible. It's freezer burned to death, and freezer burn starts in 72 hours. And a lot of people in their freezers, they have this going on, and they go, oh my goodness.
Well, they think if they buy the plastic bags that say freezer on them, they're going to be okay. But what they don't realize is maybe the bag's a little more durable on the outside, but unless you're getting all of the air out of that bag when you put that steak into the freezer, there is going to be damage to the food. You're going to lose it, which is why the Foodsaver is so brilliant.
Specially designed bags with channels, multi-layer bag with an air barrier built in. Once that is sealed by the Foodsaver machine, and if you notice, I don't have to touch anything. I just touch the thing that said vacuum and seal, that button.
Wow.
Now, that's going to vacuum pack that steak. So now I can buy when steak is on sale. I can buy in the value pack, even if I'm a one-person family or two-person family.
Yeah.
Even if I only eat steak once a month.
Right.
I can buy the 12-pack. I could buy 36, because that steak's good for 3 years.
Really?
In your freezer, that steak,
3
vacuum packed
years.
by your Foodsaver, is good for 3 years.
It's huge.
That means you can save a lot of money.
A
now,
lot
as I
of
said,
money.
we started 23 years ago in April of '91, okay? And back then, I was saying exactly the same thing. I have a graph and some numbers to back up what I'm telling you, that you can really save money by using this appliance. The average family of 4, you see that number 144? That's what they spend at the supermarket each week. If you buy like I do, Jill does, everybody that's got a Foodsaver, you buy when things are on sale, or you go to the warehouse club where you get them for less money, you're going to save $62 your first week on your food bill. That almost paid for this Foodsaver.
Right.
In a month, you've more than paid for it. You've saved $269, and you're shopping less. Over the year, $3,230, $3,230 can be saved by shopping smart, vacuum packing, and eat the food that you buy. Now, multiply that times 23
I was going to just say,
years.
and you've been bringing this for 23 years.
$74,000.
It's a year of college.
$74,000.
Right? It's a really nice car.
It's a really nice car.
That's the one we dream of, right? You could be driving it if you had the Foodsaver and you'd been using it for all these years. I mean, I think the point is well taken. There are ways that we can help to save you and your family money. And one of the ways you can do that is to buy in bulk. But I think that's intimidating to a lot of families because your fear is, it's so much. What if I don't eat it? For the $89 you're going to spend here on your Foodsaver, you're going to be able to now know that that food is fresh in your freezer, ready to eat when you are, this year, next year, 2016, if it gets lost in the back of the freezer,
yes,
you're going to be fine. You'll have that cheaper price per pound, and you'll guarantee that the food will stay as fresh as it was the day that you bought it, because you're making sure that it's sealed the Foodsaver way.
Exactly.
It's huge.
Can we show everybody?
Yeah, show everybody all the accessories.
Because it's just, well, this is everything you need.
Yeah.
And the other great thing about this particular Foodsaver, because it is the vertical design, but it has the really larger buttons for everyone, so you can actually see what it is. It's simple to do. It's got a built-in roll holder and storage, so your roll stays right here, so you can customize them any size you want.
Cool.
It has everything that you need to be able to do it. You can do moist food that has juice in it. You can do gentle food like baked goods, and I'll show you that tonight. So it's got crush-free instant seal. It comes with 2 rolls of bag material, not just one.
Which is usually when you buy a Foodsaver, you get the
10
one,
feet long,
right?
We gave you another one, 18 feet.
Nice. And they're reusable,
Oh, yeah.
by the way, over and over and over again, right? So, I mean,
Every Foodsaver bag is dishwasher safe, like a glass.
wow.
It's reusable, it's microwavable, it's freezable, and it's simmer in the bag.
Nice.
Every single one.
Love it.
But just along with this, we're going to give you 17 of our 1-quart bags.
So pre-cut, ready to go.
Pre-cut, ready to go.
Yep.
And also 2 of our gallon bags. So you really have a great sampling. And then if you ever want more bags or need more bags, QVC.com has them all.
Yes.
But the best part of
Huge.
This is huge.
If
3
I were
of our
at home
large
and
food
needed
canisters.
a Foodsaver, this is why I would buy this machine right here. Because
Carolyn said, where do I get those? I said, I'm sorry. I said,
it just comes with this. Because usually we always include the hose, so that you can buy accessory canisters or containers. But the fact that you're getting 3 of these, and what do I use those for then, Jan?
You can use, this is for your leftovers.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Albany uses it for her kale salad, right? She's eating the kale salad, but you're always left with some, you know, and you don't want to throw it away. And you know that the next day, I don't care what you put it in, it's gone bad.
Soggy.
You put it in here, she said she keeps it for 2 weeks.
Wow.
You can put your potato salad, you could put your leftover a coleslaw.
Is that a good place to do my berries?
That's where I'm going to show you berries.
Yeah,
exactly.
Great. Love that. And again, I love the fact that now we have everything covered. You need to do long-term freezing. You have the bags and tools that you need. You want to make sure that those leftovers stay fresher longer. Those berries that you've spent a fortune on, especially coming up in the winter months when they're out of season and we're back to paying $6.99 for a little thing of strawberries, but oh, they look so good. How do you keep them fresher longer? You store them in your Foodsaver. We're going to go off to our phones. You want to walk back on over to? Remember, all those great colors only available at QVC. Johnny is calling in from Tennessee. Hi, Johnny. I'm Jill, and this is Jan. How are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Have you ever tried the Foodsaver before?
No, and with you just talk so wonderful about what it does, and it's fantastic for anybody to have.
Yeah, and you know what I like about it too, Johnny? This particular model is really small, doesn't take up a lot of room on your counter. It's vertical in design, so it pushes right up against the wall and the backsplash. So keep it out, because then you're assured to use it, but I think you'll find you'll get your money's worth out of this in no time.
Absolutely, and the price is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, great, great. Well, I'm so glad you called in. What color did you get?
I got the cinnamon.
The cinnamon, very pretty. Well, enjoy this in your kitchen, and thank you for calling.
Thank you both, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
We are
Thank
doing our
you.
best.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, so
Bye.
here comes our food blitz, everybody, so that you can really start to wrap your brain around all the things you're going to use this for, things that are in your refrigerator right now that we can keep fresher longer because of the Foodsaver.
So if you don't own a Foodsaver and you've been thinking about it, or if you've never seen a Foodsaver, let me tell you why it was invented. This is how all of our cheese comes, vacuum packed from the factory. Coffee, vacuum packed. Bacon, vacuum packed. Canadian bacon, vacuum packed. A lot more products are vacuum packed. Why? Because it lets the retailer keep it on his shelf for a long time.
Yes.
This cheese is good as long as it's not opened until November.
Wow.
But it's not that good for us if we open it.
Right.
Okay? So and I did that. So I opened a piece of cheese back in March. Look at this.
Ew.
Look at this.
Science experiment.
Yes. So what am I doing though? Besides throwing away the cheese, what else am I throwing away? The bag.
The bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, March, I did exactly the same thing with the Foodsaver bag.
Wow.
This is exactly the same thing that they did here. Look at the color of the cheese. Look at the color of our cheese.
Wow.
It's all the same. And you can keep this cheese, cheddar cheese, all your harder cheeses. You can do softer ones too, but all your hard cheeses, Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, jack cheese, 6 to 9 months.
Wow.
So that means that when they're sitting in your cheese drawer, or they get lost, like you said, they rotate to the back. When you find it, you can still eat it.
Love it.
Okay, and it's this
Great.
easy to do it.
And again, you can save money by buying the bigger block, cutting that block in half, food saving both of them, even putting one in the freezer if you want to. But again, that's another step where you can save some money, and here's how easy it is to use.
So you're getting 17 of these pre-cut bags. They're about 12 inches long. So people always want to know, well, why do you make the bag so long? Because you're going to get into the cheese over and over. And if you did use the cheese up in one time, remember, this bag's washable. You use it again.
Over and over. That's a huge point, everybody. Remember, unless you take the bag all the way down till it's a sliver, you can reuse those bags over and over again. They're dishwasher safe. You wash them out, let them dry, and use them again.
So, Foodsaver takes over. That's why Johnny's going to love this, because it's so simple to do. It's vacuum and seal. It takes all of the air out, and now it's sealing it. Now, if you look here where it says the seal button, you see the red glow around there?
Yes.
So even if, I have a hard time reading, but I like colors, so I know that it's sealing right now. Now it's not.
And then you know you're done.
I know I'm done. Now, how do you get into it? Built-in roll hole cutter.
Cool.
Okay, so you don't even have to look for a pair of scissors. You go right up here. Now, I'm not going to cut it down here because I'd be wasting bag material. I cut right below the seal that I just made. Open it back up again.
Do you have that thing with your eyes too?
Of course. Take out the cheese. If I have some more cheese left, oh, no, this is the only part that I'm throwing away.
It's great.
That's the part I throw away.
Love
I have
it.
more cheese left, no problem. Up, right in here is the vacuum channel. Lay this edge of the bag right in the vacuum channel. Close the lid. On the side is the lock mechanism. It says rotate until locked. Boom.
Okay.
Now,
That's all there is to it. Lock, hit the button, the Foodsaver does
how
the
great is
rest.
this? What a great invention.
So much easier, I think, even to use than the previous models, and they were easy too.
Yes, but I mean, this
now
is-
it's so great
Now, let me show you something else.
and so practical, I think, for so many families.
We had a caller last night. I called in. She said, I'm getting this, not for me. I'm getting it for my daughter because they throw away their leftovers. Not because they want to, but they just can't stand it. They keep them. They go bad. They can't eat them.
Eat them, right.
But the intention is to eat the leftover.
Right.
So now you don't have to throw it away.
Right.
And you can make meals for people.
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking, this is so great if you know someone who has an illness, who maybe, broke their leg, broke their foot, you need to bring them some meals to make their life easier. You can go ahead and food save plates of food, and then they can prepare it from there.
right down here, it says this is good from August 2014 to August 2015 for a year, and it's tilapia.
Great.
So you took this is from QVC.
Yeah.
So if you have extra ones you didn't get to it that day, you really don't feel like eating it tomorrow, because guess what? Tomorrow it's not going to taste good, right? It's leftover.
Right.
This is now like what I call a second serving.
Yes.
Okay, because it really is. You vacuum pack that, put it in your freezer. It's good for a year. When you want to eat it, 2 things with this bag. Clip the corner, microwave. Or leave it like that and put it in a pot of simmering water.
Love
Either
that.
way, it'll do it.
Love it. We're going to go back to our phones.
Okay, great.
Jackie's calling from Louisiana. Hi, Jackie. I'm Jill. This is Jan. How are you?
Good evening. I'm great.
Thanks for calling in. Tell us about the Foodsaver.
I've been waiting for several years to pick it up. Always wanted to, just never really had the opportunity, and saw the containers and thought it was a great value and a good deal. So.
Good.
Fabulous.
What kinds of things do you want to use the Foodsaver for? Where do you think it's going to help in your sort of family and food and money?
My daughter has 3 boys and a 4th baby on the way, so buying in bulk. I have 2 granddaughters too with my son, so bulk's a good deal for our family.
Right, right.
And stovers. That's crazy that we waste so much food. So.
Yeah. Well, I think once you get this at home and you start to get into the rhythm of using it, it'll change the way you shop. It'll change the way you buy food. It'll change the way you cook food, because you'll be amazed at how many things you have to pull from, because everything in your refrigerator is good to go.
Exactly.
Nothing's spoiled. Nothing's like, oh, I better hurry up and use that. The Foodsaver buys you time, right?
Yes,
it's saving
that's what
you
it
money
does.
and it's buying you time.
It buys you time.
So we're so glad you dialed in.
sounds
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, thanks so much. Have a
Pleasure
great
to
night.
speak with you, Jill.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure. Really appreciate you calling.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
So.
All right, quick update.
Okay. Oh.
15,000 of these ordered tonight. And if you
Wow.
want the slate gray, which is right down in front, there's fewer than 1,000 to go around. So if you want that slate gray, that also matches the slate Vitamix we had the other night,
Yeah, all
Jan.
these do, yes.
They look
Keurig,
great together.
Vitamix,
Yeah, they
KitchenAid,
work
yeah,
great.
exactly.
All right, what are we going to do
So
next?
here's what I want to show you.
Okay.
What if you could actually keep your fresh food 5 times longer? Keep it fresh 5 times longer without chemicals, without preservatives,
Love
okay?
it.
So here's my examples. Corn,
Yes.
carrots. This is how celery starts out. This is how it ends up. This is how it would be if you vacuum packed
put it
it.
in the Foodsaver.
Okay. Here's your herbs. This basil has been out
Yes.
all day long, sitting on the
Wow.
counter. That's a regular bag. Look at the Foodsaver bag. Lettuce, same thing. Here's 2 heads of romaine. We took out the 3rd head. Look at the difference in that.
Wow.
Okay. Does this make sense? Could you save enough money to make the Foodsaver worth getting just by doing this? Yes, because the average family of 4 throws away over $600 a year.
Wow.
Over $600 a year, year in and year out. That's
Wow.
the average.
That's the
We all know
equivalent.
we throw it away.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're throwing away about $600 worth of food, and yet here's the Foodsaver, food and money saver,
Food and money saver.
buys you time. $89.76. Think about that. I mean, that's a really unbelievable opportunity, and you're getting more than we've included before. We're giving you those containers, we're giving you the already pre-cut bags, we're giving you a second roll of customizable bags. A lot of people get the idea of like the harder, firmer foods.
Yes.
But let's talk about bakery goods,
Okay, good.
croissants, those kinds of things. How do I do that in the Foodsaver?
Okay, so here I did my authentic gourmet croissants.
Yep.
Okay, because I didn't want to eat them all, so I
Right.
vacuum packed them. Well, I've also got some muffins over here. So how did I get the air out without crushing it? Because
Yes.
it crushes the can. So how
do you do that?
How do you do that? Okay. Well, for many years you couldn't do that with a Foodsaver. You were stuck. You'd have to, it would go bad.
We would say, frankly, it's not for bakery,
Exactly.
soft goods.
So I'm going to show you this button right here. You see it says speed.
Yes.
It's normal. That's what I've been doing everything on. It's also gentle. So normal and gentle. Gentle means that the pump's running slower, so you have time.
Okay.
You start your machine, so it doesn't go really fast.
Right.
It gives you enough time to be able to see, well, how much air can I actually get out of there?
Before
And
it
then
starts to crush
you
them.
do the seal button, which is a crush-free instant seal, that easily.
Love it.
How great is this?
That is great. That is so great. You know what else the Foodsaver is really good for with some of these different foods? Maybe not the muffins, but if you're sending care packages
yes, you can.
of foods
Absolutely.
to, you know, soldiers overseas, or you're sending care packages
for
to
the
college
holidays
kids,
and also to the holidays. Yep.
all those kinds of things. Now you have a way to make sure that in transit, those foods aren't spoiling. They're also staying fresh. Okay, I love this. We get to use the containers.
Now, we all buy strawberries, especially now when they have a lot of strawberries. You can find 2 for 1.
Yes,
right.
Right.
So you bring them home. You never get to that one.
Right.
Where does it go? In the
garbage. Trash. Yep. Adds part of that $600 we throw away.
Here's the containers that you like. So I'm going to put this right up next to my microphone
listen.
so you can hear. The sound of freshness. It releases the vacuum.
Love it.
So now I just open up the top. My berries stay fresher longer, 5 times
berries.
longer, okay?
Look at those.
Why? First of all, it's protected from the mold that is what's making this go bad.
Right.
But secondly, it's also protected from air.
Yeah.
Okay? So how do you use it? You just put the lid back on, get rid of those, and you get this wonderful vacuum hose. It fits right down here with the accessory port. You just push that right in. The other end fits right here. And just like we did with the bags, you lock it, press vacuum and seal, and it sucks out the air.
It does it. I love it.
Now, wouldn't it be great if it knew when all the air was out?
Yeah. Does it?
Yes. It shuts off.
It knows that too.
It knows that too.
Wow.
Look, now it's vacuum packed again. Vacuum packed.
How do we know?
Watch. Vacuum packed.
Love
so you get
it.
3 of those containers. You can do your deli sandwich slices and things like that.
Yeah, that's huge for those of you who spend a lot of money buying the deli meats and cheeses and things. That's going to help to keep those fresher longer. Can I remind everybody about a couple things?
You bet.
You know, the slate is getting limited on what we can ship out right away. There's only 500 that we can ship out right away. Only the slate and the black are the 2 colors that are on advanced orders. Everything else, when those are gone, they're gone. So keep that in mind. What the next advanced order ships out when, Brian? They can ship right now, and then the advanced order ships out August 28th. So you don't really have to wait that long. It'll ship out next week. Here's what else I want you to know. With this offer, you are already saving money over what the Foodsaver alone would cost you if you were to buy it elsewhere. But remember, we've added in all the extras. We've added in another roll of your bags. We've added in already cut to size bags. We've added in those 3 containers, which is what everybody always wants. They don't want to make that a separate purchase. We've included it here. The retail on this is $136. We're at 3 payments of less than $1 a day. Can I just put out one thing? Try this. If you've been thinking about it, if you're like, I get it, I could see how that could help my family, get it at home and use it for 30 days. If you don't feel like you are saving money because you're suddenly buying in bulk or club pack, if you don't feel like your food is staying fresher longer, if you don't find that things aren't going bad in your refrigerator the way they used to, you can always send it back. But you won't know the potential of what the Foodsaver can do for you and your family unless you get it at home and give it a try. And that's one of the great things about the 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee with QVC.
Absolutely. So, 2 things I'd like to show you before we're finished.
Yes.
Okay, one of them is, again, buying in bulk, because I want you to really see
Numbers.
today
Yes.
how much you can save.
Okay.
Here's chicken from the same store.
Okay.
Same store. You didn't have to go to a warehouse club. This chicken's $5.99 a pound. Right down the aisle from this chicken, it's $1.99 a pound because it's in the big one, okay? But you have to be able to eat that really quick, and if you're only 1 or 2 people, or if you don't want to eat chicken every day for 10 days, what are you going to do? Take a look at this freezer.
Okay, move my papers.
Unfortunately, if you don't have a Foodsaver, this might look familiar. So I want you to see something. Over there, that's all Foodsaver. Look at this over here. Here's hamburger.
Ew.
There's the hamburger, vacuum packed. That's good for a year. Fish, here's the salmon.
Here's the salmon.
That's good for 2 years.
2 years?
2 years, okay?
Wow.
So this is what the problem is with the freezer.
Right.
It sucks, it's so cold, the coldness pulls the water out of the food. That's the crystals. But it also starts to make it turn gray. Very unappetizing to eat.
Yes.
Believe me.
Love it.
So what do? You got your chicken. You want to pack up the chicken. Here's my chicken. I got it right there. Chicken breast, good for the next 3 years.
Oh, nice.
Let me show you how to vacuum pack it.
Okay.
So you can put 1, 2, or 3 in here, or you can make a bag, which I'll show you to do also. Then all you have to do is just put down here first your date, so you know when it's going to expire. Lay it in the vacuum channel, close the lid, lock it on the side, tap the button. So now, while this is going,
Yeah.
you make another bag, fill that bag with the chicken. When this is done, you put
Do
that
the next
bag
one.
in.
Yeah.
Just throw them in the freezer.
It's great.
Every single time you look in your freezer from now on, you'll be happy. You won't go, oh, I got to get to that. Or, oh, I
right.
should have got that.
I forgot all about
or,
that.
What is this mystery
I
meat?
knew I had a steak in there,
Exactly.
right? The other thing I would ask you to think about is, you know, a lot of you will buy food just out of convenience. You'll pay a premium just because that box of steaks is steaks that are all individually vacuum packed. What if you just bought the family pack of the steaks and you went ahead and vacuum packed them yourself, which is what you can do and save your family and yourself money in the long run. What was your statistic again, Jan? You've been bringing this to QVC for 23 years.
You can save, on average, over $3,000 a year on your food bill. And you're saving on gas, you're saving on having to go to the grocery store to buy all that stuff. Okay, that's $74,000.
Look at that. Look. Unbelievable.
That's what I just showed you with the chicken. That's just buying chicken, steaks, 25% off. Burgers, 41% off. Ground beef, 50% off.
It's cheaper if you buy it in bulk, right? Frankly, it's kind of the way QVC does business. Why do we have such good prices? Volume. So when you're at the grocery store and you're buying in volume, you get a better price. But then what do you do with it all? You come home to your Foodsaver and you bring it down to portion sizes that make sense for your family. So this is great too.
While we were talking, I just showed you how to make the bag. It was that simple to do, okay? Pies. One of our customers, in fact, one of the testimonials from a QVC customer, she said, I make my pies once or twice a year so I don't mess the whole kitchen up all year long. And then she vacuum packs them, freezes them. You can make them now and serve them at Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So this is a pecan pie.
Use those blueberries that you just got done picking.
Yep.
Make a blueberry pie. Nobody will be the wiser.
Right here, you write the date that you made it.
Okay.
It's good for a year. Now, why do we know? How do I know all that stuff? Because we give you the directions. Where's my little? Here it is. You're going to get this great little booklet, and in there it tells you everything you need to know about the food that you're trying to save.
It's great.
It gives you the name of the food, whether you're going to freeze it or keep it fresh, and how long you can keep it in the freezer or the refrigerator.
Love that. That's a great guide. Put that on the side of your refrigerator or your freezer where you're keeping everything.
Vacuum packed.
Love that.
Good for a year.
I love it. If